Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, there was a question that was asked to Tanzanian President, Her Excellency Mama Suluhu Samia, about the reason why there are many investors flocking to Tanzania. And it is true, Tanzania is now experiencing a lot of investors coming in to start their own business, to establish and run the activities. And if you listen to the response from the Tanzanian president, then you will learn exactly what is happening in Kenya. And the reason why William Ruto is a big mess to this country. In her response, she is very truthful, not the type of Gachagua. She was very honest in the response that Tanzania is experiencing many investors flocking into the country. The reason is because there is fire in the neighborhood. In fact, they are saying that there is no any other time Tanzania has had such kind of huge number of investors flocking to their country. It is just one of its kind for the first time. Reason? There is fire in our neighborhood. And she did not stop there. She continued that investors are looking for two things: peace and stability. If you provide such kind of environment for them, then they are going to come and settle, run their business. There's a confirmation of one thing here. There is no peace in Kenya and stability. But seemingly, because they are flocking to Tanzania, then Tanzania is providing those two things. Now, when you talk about Kenya and Tanzania, and you're talking about the issue of peace, then you narrow to two people. We have a president in Kenya, we have a president in Tanzania. Then it means one of these two is failing and another one is getting it right. Indeed, William Ruto is a failure. And the Tanzania president is the biggest winner here for their people. If they are looking for employment, then employment is just knocking the door. It is just coming by itself. First of all, listen to her. Then from here, we are going to continue with this discussion.
Mkurugenzi wa kituo cha uwekezaji Tanzania anahojiwa kwenye TV. Akasema mwezi Mei na Juni tumepokea wawekezaji kiasi ambacho hatujawahi kupokea. Wengi mno, na thamani ya miradi iliyokuja ni hii. Lakini ukitizama sababu ni nini? Sababu ni kwamba kwa jirani kuna waka moto. Na mwekezaji hakai kuna waka moto. Wanakimbia, wanakuja zao kwenye amani na utulivu. Ni waombe.
Now we are continuing with this Punchline discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, there is a reason why Kenyans are on the street. And to get it right, from the comment that Tanzania president is giving, we have to address this issue here properly. Why are Kenyans on the street? High cost of living. And they know exactly what is in the Finance Bill 2023. They are demanding this regime to repeal that finance bill because seemingly it is poisonous to our economy. It won't rob our pocket. That's why people are on the street. You check from fuel, other things, 16% is huge. Kenyans wanted 8% or something close to that. Ruto refused. But then again, we have to do a comparison because we are talking about Tanzania. I want you to check the population of Tanzania. Close to 65 million people. That means it's bigger than Kenya. Kenya, we are only, is it 53 million, thereabout, or 55. So that means Tanzania in landmass is huge, in population it is big, not compared to Kenya. But go and check on their Finance Bill 2023. You also go and compare what Kenya has and what Uganda has, because these are our close neighbors. We have relatives in Uganda, we have relatives in Tanzania. There's a lot of intermarriage here. So there is no, we are just cousins. When you talk about Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, these are cousins. As simple as that. So as you do this comparison, you will realize that for you to meet the budget that William Ruto has for 2023, you have to go and combine the Uganda budget plus Tanzania budget. You put it together, and you need even to add more money to that to meet William Ruto's budget 2023. Yani ako juu kabisa. Lazima uchukue budget za inchi mbili uweke pamoja. And we did this video, I think it is almost 1.5 months. I will check kama nitaipata. I will put a link here. We analyzed it. We compared that report. So, huge difference. And there is a reason indeed that is making Kenyans to be on the street. It is a reasonable reason. But the man who has put Kenyans to the street, he has opened several wars. Not one, not two, not three, numerous. So you open such kind of war, then Kenya is on fire, and you anticipate to meet your finance target. Then investors are getting out of the country because they can't trust you, they don't see peace, there is no stability, just because an individual has failed, because he's focusing on drying the pocket of Kenyans. It's like ameamua tu Kenya tutamfanyia kazi. We just work and he's going to earn. Whatever he's going to do with our money, even we don't know, because we are not even sure. We don't trust this regime. We have lost trust completely because they can't even fight corruption. When they took our power, any individual who had corruption case, it was withdrawn. Those individuals who had their money frozen, the money was returned. How do you trust such people? Sasa hiyo ndio sababu kubwa imeweka Wakenya kwa barabara. Ruto angekuwa amekuja na finance bill yenye inafanana na ile ya Uganda, ingekuwa haleluya siku ya leo. Hangekuwa na hii mambo ya watu kwa barabara. Watu wangekuwa wanaongea mambo ya IPC na Sava, na ingefika hii kiwango. They could have sorted their issues in a different way politically. But because there is something huge that is touching on all of us, whether you are a William Ruto supporter or Raila Amolo Odinga supporter, or you don't support anyone, this one is touching on everyone. That's why people are on the street. Angekuwa ametupea budget kama ile ya Tanzania, watu wangekuwa wako kwa maandamano kwa barabara. Watu wangekuwa wako kwa manyumba zao kwa amani, wanatulia wakingangana na maisha. But because he decided to combine what is in Uganda, what is in Tanzania, and bring it to Kenya, na hata wakaongeza zingine juu, it is poisonous, it is dangerous, and it is scandalous. That's why Kenyans are on the street. So as he loses investors, as Kenyans continue to fight, as if he needs to collect revenue, how do you learn the economy? Indeed, Ruto is the shame of this country. He was in power as a deputy president. We thought he is an experienced man. Indeed, he proved to be an experienced person. There's no any experience he had. No wonder he was busy on sunroof of his vehicle, campaigning when Uhuru was governing. And he used to tell people that he was the one running the government. Today, Ruto is naked. We can see him. We can learn who he is, and we can understand indeed who was running the government when they were working with Uhuru Kenyatta. Ruto was nowhere near governance. If he was there, then he was there to protect crooks and corrupt individuals. Because that's the only thing we can remember William Ruto from the previous regime. Sasa mnaona mahali penye tunaenda. Are we on the right track? We know people like Atwoli moved to William Ruto's side. There are reasons why they did so, because they were cowards. But Atwoli told us that once you elect William Ruto, ataenda na nini wapi? CBK, angalia hiyo budget yake, is robbing you completely. So he's fighting Uhuru Kenyatta. He's fighting Raila Odinga. He is fighting every Kenyans who are on the street. How will he manage this war? Those who say they are hungry, they are being responded by a bullet. You go to Uhuru Kenyatta, you are fighting the mother, the son, Uhuru himself. You come to Raila Odinga, the bodyguard, everyone close to him. You come to Azimio, you want to rob members of parliament. So you have become a big problem. With all this fight that Ruto has opened, when will he get time to govern? Because now, Azimio is pulling him to politics. Now he's going to be forced to start now politicking, and that's exactly what he's doing. He is back on rooftop of his vehicle to politic. He has fallen into a trap. That means he will never have even a single day to sit down in the office and work for Kenyans. So people are pissed off, and because of this, the investors are saying no. We better move to a country where there is peace. He is overtaxing everything. So when you are doing manufacturing, you are paying huge to the government. With all this, even manufacturers, they cannot breathe. They can't make a profit. They can't pay well their employees. So you look for another place where it's cheap market, peace, stability, you go there. So hapa Kenya kuna shida kubwa, lakini mwenye kuleta hiyo shida, William Samoei Ruto. I don't know if he has advisors, but again, you can check on people who can advise him. The principal advisor is one of the biggest comedian ever, who take everything for joke. Even on serious matters, he want to make joke out of it. So hapo ndo tumefika, shida tupo. Na Kenya inaenda kupoteza biashara left, right, center, and many people are going to be jobless courtesy of William Samoei Ruto. He cannot sit down with the Kenyans and reason with them about the finance bill. For him, it is either his way or the highway. And you see, the way of highway, investors cannot sit for you to crush them on the highway. They will go.